Hey guys, come with me to make Jamaican curry chicken. This is my leg quarters. I have my small dushy pot, and these are my ingredients. So I have curry powder, beta pack. I have the thyme. I have my different color sweet peppers. I have 3 different colors to make it look colorful. My carrot. Here I have my knife, of course. I have my Food Lion vegetable oil. I have my Food Lion pepper sauce. Ketchup, I didn't really use the ketchup, but okay. I have my seasonings. Yeah, I used 3 different seasonings. I didn't have any Jamaican seasoning at the moment, but I'm working on getting some. This is me right here cutting up the chicken. You have to cut up the chicken. I like to make sure that all the fat from my chicken is completely off, because I don't really like to cook and then taste fat. I'm not sure about you guys, but as for me, I spend a lot of time ensuring that the meat is have no skin and absolutely no fat at all, and this is me doing that. Then, of course, I have to wash my chicken. I have to put some vinegar on the chicken, and then, mixing that vinegar, because you don't want to eat your chicken and then it's raw. We don't do that. So afterwards, I wash off the chicken and everything with the vinegar, wash it off, rinse it. I know I'm adding all 3 seasonings that I showed you before. You can use any seasoning of your choice. I didn't have any Jamaican seasoning, so I decided to use what I have, and they work perfectly fine. Right now, I'm adding my thyme, and then I'm mixing that up. Whenever you add thyme and garlic adds flavor to the pot. This is me now finish seasoning up the meat and make it marinate. So now I'm grabbing for my ground seasoning. This is the different sweet peppers. This is the yellow, this is the red, and then I'm about to cut up the orange in a few minutes. Then after I finish cutting up the sweet peppers, I cut up my carrot. I've already scraped and washed my carrot. I washed all my seasoning beforehand. Then this is my onion. I like to dice my onion circular because it just make your pot look more presentable, but you don't have to do that. And then this is my garlic. Garlic gets rid of it adds taste to your pot, trust me, and it gets rid of rawness. And then this is me with my potato. I choose to use 1. Sometimes I use 2. It depends on how many meat you're cooking, and then it has texture to your gravy as well. All right, this is me to the side. So now I'm adding my pot. Then I'm adding my oil to my pot, not too much, not too little. And then I'm gonna make that heat up for about, didn't time it, probably 2 minutes, because the pot was a little bit hot. So around 2 minutes I did that. After which, me throw my garlic in it, and then me add my beta curry. Make sure I say your curry is burnt before adding the meat, because that can cause your belly to run. So now I'm adding my chicken to the burnt curry, and then I'm gonna mix that. Guys, you're gonna see me mixing my pot for a few times, because I love to, I don't know, when I'm cooking I just love to mix up the pot, ensure that curry gets to every meat. Then afterwards, I'm adding my seasoning, because at first I made my pot boil first, make water spring. Then I added these seasonings to the pot, and then I added my water. I let that sit, and then this is it after a few, probably about 30 minutes or so. I don't want to time myself. In the next videos I'm going to try to time myself, but this is how it looks, rich. I'm going to bring it close up to the camera. Look at that. So nice, so rich. Gravy is not too thick. You don't want your gravy too thick or too watery. And then this is my dinner: curry chicken and some white rice.